The night that changed everything for me started like any other. Late July, humid air pressing down on the city like a wet blanket. My friend Donna had borrowed her father's car, and we were just driving. No destination, windows cracked, radio humming low. We ended up parked near a quiet stretch in Bath Beach, engine off, just talking the way you do at 19. When the whole night feels endless, I remember laughing about something stupid. I remember the smell of the harbor drifting in on the breeze. I remember feeling, for one small stretch of time, completely and totally safe. Then, I saw him, a shape, just past the passenger window, maybe 15 feet back, standing near a mailbox, like he was waiting for something, waiting for someone. I told Donna. She glanced over, shrugged, said, "Probably just some guy walking his dog." That's what everyone said back then. Probably nothing. Probably fine. I couldn't shake it. He didn't move like someone walking anywhere. He stood too still. Watched too long. "Let's go," I said. Donna laughed at me. Told me I was being paranoid, that the whole city had gone paranoid, and maybe she was right. Maybe I was just another girl who'd read too many headlines. She reached for the key in the ignition anyway, just to make me feel better. That's when he started walking toward the car. I froze. Couldn't speak. Couldn't breathe right. My whole body went cold, despite the summer heat clinging to my skin. Donna's hand stopped moving on the key. Neither of us said a word. The only sound was the faint tick of the engine, and my own pulse pounding in my ears. He reached into his jacket. Every instinct I had. Screamed at once. I grabbed the door handle. Didn't even think, just moved, and threw myself out of the car onto the pavement, scraping my palms raw on the asphalt. I heard Donna scream my name. I heard the engine roar to life. And then, I heard the shot, one single crack, that split the night in half. The car peeled away from the curb. Tires screaming. Donna hunched low over the wheel. I was still on the ground, heart slamming against my ribs, watching the shape of him standing under the streetlight. Not chasing, not running, just watching the car disappear around the corner. Like he had all the time in the world. I don't remember getting up. I don't remember running. I just remember banging on the nearest door, screaming for someone to call the police. My hands were shaking so hard, I couldn't even hold still. Donna was alive. The bullet had missed her by inches, shattering the side window instead. We found that out later. Once the shaking stopped. Once the police lights washed blue and red over the block. Once the questions started. That was the moment everything sealed itself in my mind. There was no telling myself it was somebody else's problem anymore. No pretending the danger belonged to another neighborhood, another girl, another night. I had looked at it directly. I had felt it reach toward me. And I understood, in a way I never had before. That fear, like that, doesn't ask permission before it changes you. For months afterward, the city held its breath. Task forces multiplied. Detectives cross-referenced parking tickets near crime scenes. An unglamorous, painstaking process that would ultimately crack the case wide open. In August of 1977, officers traced one of those tickets to a quiet, unremarkable man in Yonkers, David Berkowitz, a postal worker with a car reportedly full of ammunition and, allegedly, letters he'd never sent. When they arrested him, outside his apartment, witnesses said he offered no resistance, just a strange, chilling calm, and a line that would be repeated in newspapers for decades. Well, you got me. The city exhaled. For the first time in over a year. I cut my hair short. That same week, Donna did hers. Not because we were told to anymore, but because we wanted some part of us to look different. Proof, maybe, that we'd survived, becoming different people. Officially, the case was closed with his confession and conviction. A matter of public record now, filed away in courthouse archives, referenced in criminology courses, studied by investigators long after the headlines faded. But some things don't stay filed away. Sometimes, late at night, if a car goes quiet at a red light, a beat too long, or a stranger stands too still under a street lamp, I still feel 19 again. Hand already on the door handle, before I even know why.